What's up, guys? Today we're talking about product photography. So there are a ton of different types of product photography. I'm not sure what any official terms are, but from what I've found, these are some of them. First, you've got flat lay photography. I feel like this was more popular probably a few years ago, but I mean, everybody's still doing it. That's where you're looking down from above. You've got your item in the center and then maybe some things laid out around it, either in a messy format or kind of like all lined up perfectly. We've got studio or white background photography, which is kind of e-commerce standard, super easy if you've got a light box or just a white background and a light. Lifestyle photography, which is showing the product being used in everyday scenarios or something of that sort. The hero shot. This is going to be very similar to flat lay or studio. I mean, you're just taking a picture of the product, but it's generally going to be highly stylized, more dramatic lighting in the photo other than just white background or things placed around it. Macro photography. Best if you have a macro lens, which I do not, but that's going to be more of details of the product. So if you're taking photos of a watch, then macro photography would be taking photos of the gears inside the watch, not just the watch as a whole. Group product photography, which would be, anything where you're taking pictures of more than one item. 360 degree or turntable photography. This is where you take photos all around an object so that on a website somebody can move it around and look at a 360 degree view of this item. Frankly, I have no idea how to do that. We've got the pack shot, which is going to be a shot of the packaging, right? It's not a photo of the product. It's a photo of the package that the product comes in. So, there's a difference, I guess. Today, we're gonna explore a few of those, not all of them. I'm not gonna go into the studio product photography. We've done that before, it's easy. In my last video, that was about product videography, making a video about the product, but we used the light box. And really the only difference is if you're gonna do a product photo, then just set the item down in the box and take a photo of it. Simple as that. We are working with the Fellas Barbershop again. I know every one of my videos has been about them, but currently they're my only monthly retainer client and they give me a lot of leeway, so I kind of get to do what I want with them, which provides an opportunity for nice YouTube videos. In this instance, they asked me to take several different types of product photos for them to decide what direction they want to go in the future. So we're going to try a couple different kinds. Unfortunately, I didn't film myself doing this the other day, but I did already go take some photos in the lifestyle realm. A couple of my models canceled last minute, but I do have some examples. We've got the hair product Delta, which is their bestseller, and then we've got the hair product Whiskey, which is for more of a slick back look. We're gonna get to those later because I think I might want to show you how I edit the photos and not just show you the finished product. But currently we're gonna get to some flat lay photography and the hero shot for a few of their other products as well as Delta. So a lot of the stuff that they do is pretty military-esque. They like to focus on that. They always do a huge Veterans Day event. In every one of their shots that you go to, there's all these patches on the walls and things like that. So I had an idea. In fact, I started filming this video about 2 weeks ago, but unfortunately, I ended up not recording any audio while I was out doing it. I think there was a bad connection, from the receiver to my camera, so that's why we're coming in late with this one. But that's okay, because I haven't taken the photos yet. I got really busy with some other videos that they wanted me to do, and so we're gonna do those photos today. What the plan was, I gave myself a $100 budget to go to a military surplus store, buy some stuff. It sounds like they have sort of a nice return policy because they don't rent stuff, but you can buy it and then just return it back if it's not used for in-store credit. And I figure I do enough military-themed things, then I might as well try that. Unfortunately, I couldn't really find many things that I was allowed to return. So I just bought a few items. I only spent $55. But then I remembered that I have a bunch of stuff at home too. I mean, I've got ammo boxes, you know, like Army Green. I've got some cool knives. I've got a cool like flight suit, jumpsuit. I don't know, I've got a bunch of things, honestly, that I'm pretty sure I could use in these photos. So the stuff that I picked up from the military surplus store is going to aid in that, but luckily I didn't need much more. So what did we get with our $55 at the military surplus store? I'll show you. First, I got this, which I just thought was a really cool looking can. It's like face paint, OD green. This I can't return because it's a usable item, but it was cheap. And I don't know, maybe I'll use it at some point. It just seemed pretty cool. For the aftershave, I kind of wanted to go with like a first aid theme, like a military medic theme. Unfortunately, all of their first aid stuff there that could be used is not allowed to be returned because it's medical supplies. But I did get this empty bag, which I thought was pretty cool, especially because the aftershave is black, white, and red. I got this fun little instruction manual on how to do CPR for 75 cents. We got this cool little bag. I might stuff some stuff in there to fill it out, but it just looks like a cool background item, as well as this little bag. This is actually a canteen holder, but I thought it looked fun. It looks like a little backpack, too. All right, so let's get to it. Natural light is your best friend when you're doing product photos or photos of any kind, or videos of any kind, really. I do have some natural light coming in over here, but then I've got my Amaran 150C if I need more light or an accent light. I've got the Pavo tubes as well. So we're gonna start off with, I've got this big black sheet. I think I'm gonna hang from the ceiling and kind of drape down over the table. And then I actually found some stuff that I forgot to mention earlier that I have as props. One, I picked these up from the barbershop. Like I said earlier, they have patches all over their walls. So I went and got a few to kind of fill in the space, set the feeling. I've even got a Veterans Day poster from them, which I thought might look cool, kind of blurry in the background. And here's a fake grenade, which I gave to my boss when I worked there. I've also got some dog tags, which I bought at the same time that I bought the flight suit because I was making a video for the barbershop when I worked there to advertise for this event we were going to, which was an air show. And so I wanted to make it feel really Top Gun-esque. Delta is the best seller over at the Fellas. This one's got a little bit more of maybe an army feel to it. If we're going military themed for all of their products, this is maybe more special forces, right? You got Delta Force, which is the most special force of them all. So we're gonna put that in the middle. Vintage military flashlight. Okay, so I've got an idea. I want some streaks of light going across this. And I could probably just put some cardboard over the light and cut holes in it. But I have this cool crate with holes in it already. And this is probably more work. I'm not sure. I'm gonna see if I can just kind of hold it up on one of these stands. Set the mood, and do some atmospheric aerosol as well. Okay, that's it for Delta for now. Let's go ahead and try Foxtrot. In my mind, that was a little bit more Air Force-esque. Okay, now we got Bravo, which I wanted to do a little bit more, what did I say earlier? More like kind of medical. So we're gonna get rid of the Air Force stuff and the Special Forces stuff. I think that's good for the flat lay photography for now. I hope it works out. And now we're gonna try for the hero shot on all of these. So essentially the same thing, except that I'm not doing this style and I'm not doing Lightbox. I'm showing the product front and center, but I don't know, from a different angle, I suppose. So I'll be shooting things straight on with some things around it to set the tone. Probably some similar things. Maybe I'll change it up a little bit. This time I'll have a black background instead of the wood, though I may use the wood as a part of it all. So we'll see. If it works, don't touch it. It should be good now, I think. Okay, I hope that one turned out pretty well. Last one we're gonna do is Bravo, which again is sort of medic themed. So I've got this medic bag that I got from the military surplus store, and I'm filling it up with another bag to give it some heft. All right, we're gonna use this as the backdrop. I think that looks pretty cool. Maybe I'll keep the straps out front too. Okay, knives off the table, glasses off the table, guns off the table, all that. Go straps across like so. CPR instruction manual off to the side. I think I'm gonna have this wrap coming out of the bag. And I want this compass to be seen, so I'm gonna put something under it to give it a little bit of angle. Maybe some rolled up tape. Oh, the tourniquet. Let's use that. Whew. I think it looks sick. Let's shoot it. Mission accomplished. Well, I think that's it for this segment. I've made a huge mess. There's a bunch of crap everywhere. I'm gonna clean that up later. But I think we got some pretty sick photos, so time to edit and figure out what we got. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we are not going to be editing those photos in today's video. I did screen record the entire process and filmed it from multiple angles as well as I was explaining things, but one of the cameras didn't end up actually working out, and it was just terrible. And mostly I don't want to deal with it. So if you are interested in looking at how I do edit the product photos, I'm going to be putting out a couple YouTube shorts here pretty soon. A few of them actually that cover multiple different products, a beard oil, a different hair product, sort of in the same style, but different, and then a completely different product as well. Please excuse the terrible video and audio I'm shooting right now from my part-time job. I bartend on the weekends to help supplement my income as I grow this business. And anyway, they're shorthanded tonight, so instead of bartending, I am taking IDs at the door, which is great because it allowed me to finally get this damn YouTube video done. Anyway, I hope you learned something from this video, at least about the different types of photos that you can take, and maybe a little bit of insight into my creative process and the stuff that I like to go try. I know these photos are not perfect, but they get better every time, you know, and I'm working on it. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you made it all this way to the end, then I owe you a lot. Thank you, I appreciate it. Please let me know in the comments what you liked about this video, what you didn't like, what you'd like to see done differently, and of course, any suggestions you have for the future. Hello, how's it going, guys?
grab your IDs, please. Thank you. Okay, I had to let some people in. Sorry about that. But, yeah. Let me know all of the things. I love the communication from you. Thanks for the engagement. Please like, subscribe. That would help me out a lot. I'm going to do my best to start putting out more videos more consistently. It's been crazy lately. Business is a booming. So, thank you. We'll see you in the next one.